Hi everyone. Today we have with us a retail mastermind from Lenskart, Parag Patnaik. Parag is a remarkable leader known for his execution and people skills. Come, let's get inspired by this inspiring leader. Hi Parag, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
I am good, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So, 222 plus stores and a team of 1100 plus people. It's a big fleet. How do you feel?
A lot of responsibility from the organization. I feel good because they have entrusted me with the job to do this. Importantly, I handle a lot of people. I think it's a very big responsibility. It excites me also in terms of being able to elevate them, solve their problems, do my journey with them. So it's a great feeling.
So, were you always in retail? What's your journey?
See, I worked for 22 years now, and if you ask me if I'm satisfied with my work, I'm fantastically satisfied. I've seen a lot of facets of work personally as well as professionally. I started way back in year 2000, and the first job was in retail. So if I give you a sense about out of my 22 years of work, about 16, 17 years has been completely in retail. So yes, primarily I'm a retail man.
Okay, 17 years. That's a whooping journey.
Yeah.
Any specific challenge or key milestone that you would want to share that has shaped you into the leader you are today?
See, when anybody moves into a leadership role in retail, the primary challenge I'm sure all of my colleagues would have faced, including me, is you suddenly you are propelled into handling a lot of people. For example, a large format retail store of about 50,000 square feet or 1 lakh square feet has as many as 300 people. And they all report to you. Maybe not directly, but a large chunk of people report to you.
Yeah.
So very early in life, at a very young age. So when I was about 20, 22, 23, there are about 400 people in my team. So you get a sense of handling people very early. And as you grow, that becomes a very important ability to drive organizations, to drive your career, to drive people. So, people skills, yes, you don't have a way, but you have to learn. So that has been a very big cornerstone in my career.
So, what do you think of empathy in the context of workplace?
If I have to define it in simple terms, I understand empathy as your ability to be in somebody else's shoes. Usually in an organization, the focus is towards revenue, the focus is towards productivity, the focus is cost, the focus is growth. But what we forget, to get all of these going well, you have to put a guy in the center, which means you have to put a human in the center. And for that human to be able to weave everything around and take the entire piece forward requires a human context where empathy is the key in leadership. I read an article. 80% of the top CEOs pre-COVID felt that empathy was a weakness, which means you should not get empathy into workplace. Then your business acumen gets clouded. Your business decisions get clouded. Flip the situation, post-COVID, 80% of those CEOs now feel that empathy is the biggest tool to run organizations successfully. Because who drives organizations? People. What is within people? Emotion, feelings. So if you cannot address that, you cannot ever take out the best from him or her.
What as per you, are the specific skills or qualities that are absolutely essential for a person who wants to make his career in retail?
There will be some human qualities which will always be required, and there will be some work-related qualities. The human qualities are non-negotiable all across, be it retail, be it FMCG, be it telecom, be it service sector. One, like you rightly pointed out, is being empathetic across levels. It works well for you, it works well for the customer, it works well for your boss, it works well for your career. Being empathetic. Tenacity is the number 2 trait which I believe we should all have, especially in retail. Not every day will be the same. revenues will go down, up, service will go down and up. You need to be tenacious. So that is a very strong ability you should have. Third important thing is attention to details. Very, very critical in retail. Right? Very, very critical, because you have showroom, you have things to display, you have SOPs to follow regularly. You know? So attention to minute details is important, very, very important in terms of being successful is what I think. And the fourth important thing would be being focused on something you want to grow. So what I've also learned over years in retail is that if you want to grow anything, it could be sales, it could be service, it could be people index, you start measuring it. The moment you start measuring it, it will grow. So see the beauty. You want to lose weight, the first thing you should do is start measuring your weight.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the final thing would be being honest and being high on integrity.
All right. So, if you were to go back in time and if you were to give maybe a couple of advice to your younger version, what would it be?
I wasted a lot of time in my life.
Okay.
And very late I realized time is critical. That is the only thing that is ticking, nothing else. So yes, I would deploy more time in things that interested me. One, not that I regret too much of wasting time, but yes, I could have deployed time in a better manner. Not necessarily I would have been in a better place, that is not the point. But yeah, I would have created more value for myself, surely. I would have been a better person, one. Number two would be focusing on health. It's a very important. I understand health now much better than when I was younger. Right? So health. So if you start focusing on health, healthy mind stays in a healthy body, no? Simple jargon. So being healthy and focusing on health is very, very important.
So, managing a team of 1100 plus people is no easy. How do you keep yourself calm, composed all the time?
You see, actually we don't manage 1100 people. We never do that. Nobody has the ability to do that on a daily basis. So you find islands where you are able to create a process which gets into cycles of repetitions, and that's how falls a habit. For example, in Lenskart, we open stores on time, which is a ritual. You keep opening the stores 30 days, 60 days, 90 days on time, and it'll go on auto mode. Once it goes on auto mode, you move from there to somewhere else. So it's about doing things repetitively so that it forms into a habit. Once it forms into a habit, you don't have to manage it. This is one. Between these 4 inches is what the entire management is about. So important thing to understand here is a lot of things will go out of control. You need to understand that. Not everything can be controlled ever, perpetually. It will not happen. So it is okay to have 25% of things out of control. It will happen. This is the first taming of the internal beast that you have to do. This manages stress immaculately well. You know, what is the difference between the world number 1 and the world number 2 or a world number 3 in any sport? Say tennis. If there's a fundamental thing which I want to discuss, world number 1 manages stress better than world number 3 or a world number 10. The skill sets will more or less be same. Abilities more or less will be same. How you are able to manage stress, manage thought, which buzzes your mind, no? Buzzes inside your mind is important. So managing stress is important. Setting your priorities well in advance is important. Being flexible and adaptive to change. This is what Lenskart has taught me, by the way. An organization which is young, which wants to try new things and quickly jump into things which would work and which would not work is important here. So being nimble, and nimble is important.
So, do you ever get some free time? And if yes, how do you relax?
I'm a game man. I play a lot of games.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I play table tennis. I play well. I play lawn tennis well. I swim also at times.
Nice.
So if I'm not working, I am usually playing, or I am cooking.
Oh, you cook.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
well.
cook?
I cook a lot of non-veg, a lot of soup, salads. I
I'm
cook a
sure
lot
then
of
the
things.
NPS of yours at home must be very good.
I'll check with my wife. I don't know. But yeah, it is okay. It is good.
I wish I could go on with this amazing conversation, but in the interest of time, coming to the last question.
Right.
Any book, movie, or a podcast that you would want to recommend that has had a significant impact on your life?
Have you watched Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I have.
So Forrest Gump had a very, very significant contribution in my life. Yes.
Any specific lessons that you would want
Yes,
to
many,
give?
many. You see, this guy, far from being capable, was a challenged personality, right? And each facet of life, you see, he was in shackles first, he was in braces, and then he freed himself. Then they thought that he was maybe retarded to some degree mentally, and he went on and proved. He opened a yacht company, he sold millions, he made millions. He exhibited empathy and integrity despite his partner passing away. He gave it all to his family, if you remember. He picked up table tennis as a sport, and he went on to represent the armed forces, and he won medals. So the lesson learned, what I have learned here is, there are a lot of capability built into everybody. It is your belief system which takes out the best in you, and you can adapt and change to a given situation if you believe. So belief system in self-belief is a very, very strong weapon you have. And if you believe in yourself, you will be able to do things humanly not possible also.
So self-belief is the
Yes,
key.
it's very, very important, very, very key. It will take you through, it will propel you through life like nothing.
All right. It was an amazing conversation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
for
All the
coming.
best. Thank you.
Well, that was such an inspiring conversation with Parag. I hope you got inspired too. Until next time, stay tuned, stay inspired.